Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert off of play action. Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Coleman now. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. On the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman to the 27-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Here we go, here we go.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tua now, third and goal. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try the left side. Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Patrick Ricard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This fielded right at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On play action, here's Tua.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 38 yards.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he works free. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a give right side. It's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Handoff Coleman between the tackles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken from about the 12.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It does take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, Wentz. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, 31 yards. And the Bats march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Let's go. Opposite. 3.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting it...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Keyshawn Johnson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. They will run again with Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Ready?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Out left and complete to Thornton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
28-yard line.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing first play is Herbert.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Tua.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Tua on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson, 29 yards. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd and 10, Tua.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side, their defense. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keyshawn Johnson, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked over by Gerald Sneed. And those guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score from the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Sanders. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Sanders again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed out at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. from 4th down to 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been in the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
a gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw.
Able to find Patterson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Herbert.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Herbert going to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Here's second and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting into your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Coleman going to get it again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, look at the juke. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, 51 yards.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Raiders 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry, trying to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz.
Man open and that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
Completes this one.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
On the move past the 40.
The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the...
Thank you.